Ohai. Jinan, the city of sub-provincial value in China, the place of stay of the government of the province of Shandong. It is located in the western part of the province, approximately in 400 km to the south from the capital of the country, the city of Beijing. The name means to the south of the river of Jishu, and is connected with the fact that these places were located to the south of the river of Jishu. Now on the bed of the former river of Jishu the Huanghe River flows. Is located in a northwest part of the province of Shandong on the Huanghe River. Besides Huanghe, across the territory of Jinan many small rivers, including Shorange flow. The relief of Jinan represents a transitional zone from the massive Taishan in the south to the valley of the Huanghe River in the north. Past aquifers and calcareous educations go down from the south on the north and give vent to a set of artesian sources, both in the city and in his vicinities. The city is located in a transitional zone from a humid subtropical climate to continental. In a year 4 seasons are accurately expressed. The droughty spring, hot and rainy summer, cool fall, droughty and cold winter are characteristic of Tsunami. Average annual temperature is 14.6 C. Average annual level of rainfall, about 617, their most part drops out during the summer period. The coldest, as well as most droughty month, January, with an average temperature 0.4 C, an average level of rainfall of only 5.7. Snowfalls sometimes happen, however are usually quite insignificant. July, the hottest and most rainy month, with a temperature of 27.5 C and a level of rainfall of 201.3. During eras of spring and falls and the battling kingdoms, the western part of the territory of the modern city of sub-provincial value Jinan was a part of the Principality of Lu, and east structure of the Principality of Qi. In 685 BBK the defensive works known as the Tsiski Great Wall began to build in the territory of the modern region of Chang'an. When the kingdom Qin won all other kingdoms, and, having created the uniform centralized state, the first in the history of China, divided the country into districts Xian, these lands appeared as a part of the district of Jibi. They then carried the name Lixia. At the Empire of Han the district Jinan was created. Which board was placed in the territory of the modern county of Sanqi. At the Empire the Western Jin. The 4th century. The board of the district moved to the territory of the modern region of Laikan. Thanks to construction of Buddhist cave temples. The 4th-7th centuries add. These places became the large religious center. At the Empire of Sui in 583 the district Jinan was transformed to the Kizu area. Which part 10 counties were. At the Empire Northern Song in 116 the area was lifted in the status even above, having become the Jinan Justice. They taken then these places of a church and kept the existing structure of management.
After the Mongolian gain when in 1259 the great Khan monk died, and in the 1260th year's civil war among Mongols between supporters of Hubeilaia and Aragbugi began, the Chinese Li Tan serving two Mongols appointed by them the governor of the province of Shandong in 1262 lifted a mutiny, came over to the side of the Empire of Sun and captured Jinan. Hubeilaia left the best commanders minding Li Tan, who broke insurgent army near Jinan. Li Tan took refuge in Jinan, but after several months of a siege was forced to give up.
After overthrow of government of Mongols and declaration of the Empire of Min, the government of the province of Shandong moved to Jinan in 1369.
15 counties and 4 areas submitted to the Jinan justice during this period. At the Empire of Qing in 1724, 3 areas from 4 were brought out of submission to a justice and placed under authority directly to the authorities of the province, having become directly operated. In 1852 the Huanghe River laid the new course near a northern part of the city. The city was connected to the Great Channel and internal Chinese waterways that led to his rapid growth. In 1897 the Tsinsky government transferred Qingdao of Germany.
Germans, despite resistance of locals, began to construct the Qingdao-Jinan Railroad that became one of the reasons of a revolt at Yechuni.
In 1904 the road was finished, and same year the trade port was officially created, having made the city the important transport hub. In 1912 near Jinan crossed Huanghe the Tianjin-Pekaiski Railroad, having even more increased trade and transport value of the city. After the Xinqiski Revolution in China, reform of structure of administrative division during which justices were abolished. There were only counties, regions and provinces. Was undertaken, and in 1913 the Jinan justice was disbanded.
The territory of the modern city of sub-provincial level Jinan was divided between regions of Donglan and Jinan.
After Gomindanovitz established as a result of the Northern Campaign the power in China, regions were also abolished, and counties began to submit directly to the authorities of the province. In July 1929 the city of Jinan was officially formed. In 1930 it was divided into 10 areas. During the fucking Chinese War the city in 1938 was occupied by the Japanese troops. The puppet Chinese authorities divided the city into 11 areas. After capitulation of Japan in 1945 division of the city into 11 areas was maintained. Then civil war began, and in September 1948 the city was taken by communists. The national government founded the special city of Jinan. In May 1949 he was transformed to the city of Jinan consisting of 11 areas. In 1950 they were divided into 6 urban areas and 5 suburbs, and in 1951 the 6th suburb was created.
In 1954 change of administrative territorial division was made.
Now became on 5 city and suburbs. In 1955 areas instead of numbers received names. In 1958 the special region of Taiyan. And a part of the administrative units entering him was disbanded. It was transferred under jurisdiction of Jinan, but in 1961 he was recreated. In 1978 under jurisdiction of Jinan past counties of Shanxi and Changqing. In 1985, the county of Pingjin. In 1989 the counties of Xi'an and Shank. In 1992 the county of Shanxi was transformed to the city county. In February 1994 Jinan became the city of sub-provincial value. In 2001 the county of Changqing was transformed to the area of city submission. In 2016 the city county of Shanxi was transformed to the area of city submission. In 2018 the county of Xi'an was transformed to the area of city submission. In 2019 the city district of Lei was attached to Tsunani. His region of Kaikeng kept the name, and the region of Leiking became the region of Lei. As of 2005 the population of the city of sub-provincial value Jinan made 5.69 million people. The census of 2010 reports about the population of 6.81 million people. Chinese Han make 98.3% of the population of the city. The rest is presented mainly be fucking shocked also Manchurians. The population speaks mostly the Jinan dialect of the North Chinese dialect group. It is widespread as well standardized a Putunqua. Economy. After change of the riverbed of Huanghe in 1852 and creations of the large railway junction, Jinan becomes important sales market of agricultural products from fertile areas of the south of the country. Subsequently the city developed also as the center of textile and clothing industry. There were mills, creameries, the plants on production of paper, cement and matches here. In the 1950th years near the city the large iron and steel works and chemical plants are under construction. In the 1970th in Tsunani also the plants on production of trucks and the construction equipment are created. In the next years the high-tech industries actively develop. Production of household appliances and CNC machines, information and bioengineering technologies. In the city the headquarters of the Shandong Heavy Industry and Shandong Gao Group companies, the plant of the Sinotruk Group trucks, the aircraft repair plant. Joint venture of the Taikou Aircraft and Boeing companies. The plant of Diodes Incorporated Semiconductors, Sinopec Group Petrochemical Plant, Shandong Iron and Steel Group Steel Works is located. Transport. Jinan is on crossing of two large railroads. One of them goes from Beijing to Shanghai in the direction from the north on the south, the second connects Jinan to the port of Qingdao on the Yellow Sea. Other branches connect Jinan to Handan, province of Hebei, Dezhou, Tainan, Jining, Zhaoxing, Caibo. In August 2017 the first cargo train went from the city of Jinan to Russia. Following the results of 2020 the number of bagged cargo trains which went from the city of Jinan to Europe and Central Asia and arrived made 542, having increased by 243% year-on-year. Trains transport cars, household appliances, the mechanical equipment, machines, textiles to more than 40 cities in 18 countries. Since April 2019 in the city the Jinan subway works. At the moment consists of one line having 11 stations and length of 26. 3 km. The main highways passing through the city include Godao 104, Godao 220 and Godao 309. The international airport Jinan Yotsayan is located approximately in 33 km to the northeast from the city. As of 2018, the airport is the 25th most loaded in China with traffic of 16.6 million passengers. Flights in the following directions are performed: Chengdu, Hong Kong, Shanghai, Kunming, Seoul, Osaka, Dalian, Taipei, Guangzhou, Urumqi, Harbin, Wuhan, Changsha, etc. Sites. Jinan is known in China for the numerous sources, lakes fed by spring water and also the willows growing near water. The writer Liu Yi described the city in the novel Lao Can's Travel. It is written in 1903-04, published in 1907. So each family has a source, each house has a willow. Jinan is also the historic center of Buddhist culture of these places. Very many religious monuments remained here. The majority of sources are in the Tsunami Center and flow into the Lake Domingqiu. Amen. The source Tubot mentioned in the Chronicle of Chunki and also called Source Number 1 in Celestial Empire, the Tsinsky Emperor Qianlong is most known. The source eats underground water from limestones through 3 exhaust outlets. The volume of outgoing water reaches a maximum in the spring to 1.6 m in a second. Temperature of a source is constant during the whole year and is 18 C. Tubot is surrounded with the park with a set of ancient historical constructions and pavilions. To the southwest from the city there is Bothausenbud, the hill with the images bud which are cut out from the rock, and also statues bud of times of dynasties Tian Shui and the temple Singdwagan. The majority of ancient Buddhist constructions are in the district of Laikan. Among them the pagoda of Four Gate constructed in 661, which is considered one of the oldest remained brick pagodas in China. Below the hill on which there is a pagoda there are temple remains Shengtong built in the 4th century and destroyed in the subsequent wars. In the district of Changqing there is a temple of Lingyuan constructed at the time of a dynasty Qin and which reached the blossoming at the time of Tan and Sung. It should be noted also Provincial Museum of the province of Shandong containing a huge number of exhibits of different historical eras. Education. Universities and colleges. Shandong University. Shandong Pedagogical University. Pedagogical University Tsilu. Shandusky Architectural Institute. Shandong University of Finance and Economy. Shandong University of the Chinese Traditional Medicine. Shandong University of Arts. Shandong College of Arts and Design. Shandong Institute of Physical Culture. Jinan University. Shandong College of Electrical Equipment. Jinan Railway. Polytechnical Institute. Sport. The football club from Jinan, Shandong Lunan, one of the strongest in China, since 1994 plays in a Super League. 4 times. 1999, 2006, 2008, 2010. The team won the Championship of China, won against 4 more times the Cup of China. 1995, 1999, 2004 and 2006. The local basketball club, Shandong Lions. Till 2003, Shandong Flaming Bulls. Acts in the Chinese Basketball Association, but didn't achieve such success as football. It never reached by Lions the playoffs final.
All so far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.